everyone, welcome to this explainer. If you're relocating to Dhaka, maybe for work, higher education, medical treatment, or even just an extended business trip, finding the right place to stay is probably right at the top of your to-do list. Today, we're going through a complete guide to finding a furnished serviced apartment in Dhaka. I'm going to walk you through the 8 most common and honestly most costly renting mistakes people make in this city, and more importantly, exactly how you can avoid them so you can secure a truly home-like stay.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our roadmap for today. We'll start with the serviced apartment advantage. Look beyond online photos, break down contracts and hidden costs, inspect amenities and quality, and finally, we'll look at making your final decision. Let's get started.
So, Section 1, the serviced apartment advantage, and why it really beats standard renting. You know, professionals and medical travelers are increasingly choosing this type of setup for one huge reason: convenience. With standard renting, you're buying your own furniture, you're wrestling with utility setups, and you're waiting days, sometimes longer, just for an internet connection. It's totally exhausting, right? Especially if you're navigating a massive, bustling city like Dhaka for the first time. But a serviced apartment, it gives you a ready-to-live environment with real hotel-style convenience. You literally just open the door, unpack your bags, and boom, you're home. It saves a massive amount of time and stress. Moving on to Section 2, beyond the online photos. This is where we hit our first major pitfall. Which brings us to mistake number 1, trusting the pictures. We've all been there, right? It's kind of a fundamental truth of real estate marketing that beautiful photographs rarely tell the whole story. Wide-angle lenses, super flattering camera angles, and perfect lighting can make a tiny little closet look like a massive ballroom. Or, honestly, worse, the photos you're looking at might literally be 5 years old. So never rely solely on promotional images. Always arrange an in-person tour. Or if you're booking from abroad, insist on a live video tour to see the actual reality of the space before you lock it in. And that leads us right into mistake number 2, underestimating the commute. Look, location matters, often way more than you initially think. Even a perfectly furnished, beautiful palace loses its charm if you're spending hours absolutely exhausted in Dhaka's vibrant but notoriously crazy traffic every single day. You really need to carefully consider your daily route to work, the hospital, or your university. Living in a convenient area will save you hours of travel time every single week, which makes your everyday life significantly more comfortable and productive. All right, on to Section 3, contracts and hidden costs. This is all about protecting your money. Here is mistake number 3, falling for the cheap rent trap. Now, it is totally natural to compare prices and hunt for the absolute lowest advertised number. But when you start piling on separate hidden bills for high-speed Wi-Fi, utilities, daily housekeeping, or priced apartment that is actually all-inclusive, you have to always calculate the complete total cost of living before making a decision. And that brings up mistake number 4, just skimming the rental agreement. You've got to read it thoroughly and be crystal clear on the specific clauses. What exactly is the rental duration? What are the security deposit rules? What's the notice period if, say, you need to move out early? You really need to know the utility payment policy and the exact refund conditions. Understanding these specific points up front ensures you aren't blindsided by unexpected rules or heavy charges down the line. Plus, a clear agreement protects both you and the property owner. Next up is Section 4, inspecting amenities and quality. This is about ensuring true comfort. So, mistake number 5 is assuming the basics are just automatically guaranteed. In a bustling city like Dhaka, you can't just ask if they have power. You have to ask specifically if they have a reliable generator or an IPS setup during power outages. Don't just ask, hey, do you have internet? Ask if high-speed Wi-Fi is actually included in your rent. And then there's mistake number 6, which is ignoring the service terms. How often is the cleaning provided? Is it daily, weekly? And how quickly are repair requests handled? Honestly, a fast maintenance response time is the difference between a minor hiccup and a totally ruined week. Mistake number 7, skipping the hardware check. A furnished, serviced apartment should provide actual, real comfort. I mean, if a bed is broken, or worse, if the AC unit completely fails in the middle of a super hot Dhaka summer, your experience is going to be miserable. So always verify that physical details like the air conditioners, washing machines, and water heaters aren't just physically there, but actively well-maintained before you move in. It'll save you from some seriously frustrating inconveniences later on. Finally, we've arrived at Section 5, making your final decision. Let's talk about sealing the deal with confidence. To bring all of this together, you really need to tour a few properties, compare the overall value and location, verify that maintenance support, and carefully review the contract, which leads us to our final, ultimate error. Mistake number 8,
booking the very first place you see. I know it's tempting, but taking the time to compare cleanliness, safety, CCTV security, and real customer reviews across a few different options is literally the only way to guarantee you're getting the absolute best value for your money. So, I want to leave you with this question to chew on. Are you ready for a truly home-like stay? Because avoiding these 8 specific mistakes isn't just about saving cash, though that's nice. It is a direct investment in your comfort, your convenience, and your absolute peace of mind while you're living in Dhaka.
If you're looking to make a confident, informed decision and you want a professionally managed, fully furnished serviced apartment in the highly sought-after Bashundhara residential area of Dhaka, let the experts help you out. REIT Limited offers the transparent pricing, reliable services, and super convenient locations you need to settle in quickly and easily. You can actually reach out to them directly to find the perfect place by calling +880-1711-993377 or just visit their website at hotels.com.bd. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and hey, here is to finding your perfect hassle-free home away from home.